And what got you down that? I actually never have asked you that question, eh?
All right. So my dad is an accountant,
Uh-huh.
and in school, that's actually what I wanted to do. There's a couple of reasons for it. I just thought, accounting, it's that thing that it's never going to die. Everyone needs a good accountant. On top of that, accountants, they deal with developers, solicitors, brokers, builders. They deal with a whole bunch of different business partners, referrers, and accounting. It's just that industry. Everyone needs a good accountant. So
Yeah,
I
for
thought,
sure.
yeah, on top of it being a top industry, it's something that I was kind of keen in doing. And because my dad runs an accounting business, I thought I'm just going to learn from him. I'll finish school, uni, just work for him through it. And then eventually I'm going to get the business off him. So in school, that was my goal, accounting. I was doing a bit of kind of like bookkeeping, data entry for my dad in school, just a couple hours a week when he needed help because he was busy. And I didn't enjoy it too much, but my dad kept saying, this isn't how accounting really is. This is just kind of how you start.
Mm.
And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if that's something I want to do. And I kind of got the idea of finance. I was like, well, you know what? Finance, it's similar to accounting. It's in the business field. It's just kind of a different avenue. So I
When
went
did you
to
get that?
sorry, what?
When did you get that sort of mindset, like changing your mind?
I think by the time I finished high school, like because when I applied for uni after school, I went straight for a Bachelor of Business,
Mm.
specializing in finance. And even still, if I wanted to do accounting, that's something I could have done with that degree. Then throughout that degree, probably in the first year and a half, I decided that's it. I'm going to be a mortgage broker. Always tease my dad and I tease other accountants that accounting's boring. Sucks. But I've always found finance more interesting. And
Mm.
sometimes some of the subjects we were learning about in uni, they were finance subjects, obviously. And I just always found those very interesting. And then it got me thinking, well, you know what? I'm starting to get a bit older and I don't even know how you buy a house. Like, how does that work? So I was like, you know what? Being a mortgage broker, I think is what I want to do. And I started to ask a few people. I asked my dad. My dad has some brokers that are his clients, and he deals with them all the time. I asked some mates that were brokers, what's it like? What you got to do to become one? And I was speaking to a good friend of ours from church, Michael Saba, and I was like, mate, what's my qualification here? What do I need to do? Do I need to finish uni? Because at the time I hated uni. Like
Mm.
this I was learning wasn't applicable.
Everyone gets into that rut there, eh?
Yeah, I mean, I was never in it. Even the first year, there's just something about it. I find people who do uni and they complete it, good on them, 100%.
Did you feel like you were sort of forced into uni coming out of school?
Um, look, not exactly. I mean, I'm glad I did it for a bit. You learn from it. But I'm glad I did it for the time I did. Especially after school.
Mm.
I'm glad I was doing that as opposed to just not doing anything type thing.
No, that's fair. But sorry, I like getting on this topic because you know me, I'm in
Yeah.
apprenticeships. I never went to uni.
Mm.
But I find it interesting because I feel like a lot of high school students think the first place you need to go after school is uni. Doesn't matter what you want to do, the pathway is uni. Did you feel like that's what was being told to you by your teachers or anyone
Well,
else?
not exactly, but what I wanted to do in finance, I thought I needed a degree, so that's why I went to uni.
Okay, so it was a standard pathway for you.
Yeah, pretty much. And if I wanted to branch off into accounting, I could have done that too. But
Mm.
that's when I was back to it. I was speaking to my father. I was like, mate, I hate uni, to be honest. I go, do I need this degree? And he was like, mate, to be honest, he goes, you can finish your degree, but you still have to get your diploma to get accredited and to get qualified. So I was like, you know what? I'm over this. I hate it. So I dropped out. I went to college, online college, and got my diploma.
How long did that take you?
So it took it took a year. I was a little slow with it, to be honest. It was a completely online course.
So that was at your own pace?
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
dead set.
Yeah. So it's 3 subjects, and you have 12 weeks to do each one. And basically, I did extend it because at that time, that was when I started my job as well, where I'm working now. And so I was kind of taking it a bit slower than I could have.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the beauty of it. You could do it at your own pace. It was a lot less stress than uni. And on top of that, everything was online. You weren't going into class. You weren't dealing with group assignments and stuff. Everything was done by you.
You found the online study to be beneficial for you?
Yes, 100%. And especially because this diploma, it was literally a diploma of finance and mortgage broking. So it was exactly what I use
It's very
today.
specific.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. As opposed to uni, uni maybe 5%, maybe 10% I use from what I learned there in my job now.